Good evening, everybody. Today is Friday evening, May 9th, 2025, and what a day I had today. I went to my first juror orientation, and I had a jury summons, and I went to orientation today. Got up early. Got up about 6:30, and absolutely had a pretty good time just sitting there and to hear about the origin of jury duty and all this other shit, you know. And you sit there and you watch two flicks about history of the Central Valley, you know, and so it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool, and I was lucky. I was lucky. I didn't get picked. You know, by versus a guy, I didn't get picked. So thank you. Before I left, I made 2 sandwiches and I had three bottles of water and in this brown, which kept the bottle of water cold and my sandwiches nice and fresh, you know. But in that case, I was able to just sit there and listen and pay attention, you know, and really just had a great time, you know, just sitting there learning, understanding, you know. But again, they picked their 2 batch, and pretty cool. So the thing is with C.A.R.B, we all know that brake pads don't emit emissions, okay? Brake pads has nothing to do with emissions, okay? Brake dust is brake dust, okay? That's it, no more or less. The only way you get your emissions is from the exhaust, coming from the engine to the exhaust and all that shit. But they're trying to do this double downing bullshit, knowing that C.A.R.B is about to become dissolved into nothing. But the thing is, C.A.R.B and the California Dems are fucked because C.A.R.B has been a scam from the beginning. Okay? They put these rules for drivers here in California for what? Collect money. And who collects that money? Law enforcement does. Law enforcement collects fines. They collect it, are giving you a fine. We're going to go and get it paid off. Or they send you to get your car state repped. And the state rep people determine whether your car will get their registration pulled or not. And but the thing is, when you look at car brake pads, you know, whether you use factory brake pads or you use Willwood, Brembo, Porsche brakes, Ferrari brakes, all that other shit, you know. But the thing is, they're trying to say brake pads, the dust emits emissions. That's not true. Brake pads do not emit any kind of emissions. Brake pads are there to help your car stop. Period. You know? C.A.R.B was a thing that was invented up by the Democrats here in California to collect money from you, the drivers, right? You know, and because they want to control what goes in and out of California, you know. And the only way to do that is they want you to keep the car stock. If you modify your car, the fine, right? Now, how they're going to know you have Brembo brakes or Willwood brakes on your vehicle, right? You need C.A.R.B approved brake pads. Hey, C.A.R.B, go fuck yourself, dude. Brake pads do not emit any kind of emissions. They don't. Any gearhead will tell you that. Any car manufacturer will tell you that. Brake pads are just brake pads to help your vehicle stop. That's it. No more, no less. That does make it on the rims, but that's just dirt, you know. But something tells me that they're going to waste $900,000 on this study on brake pads, and they're going to falsify the report saying, "Oh my God, brake pads do emit emissions." Bullshit. Emissions is what you get when you get all that soot stuff from your exhaust. That's it. No more, no less. Brake pad just does for the brake pads when you use it over time. You know. Yes, brake does do go on to your rims when you brake because the dust, you know, and it's literally fucking stupid, dude, you know, because it's about money. It's about money. Democrats need money. And C.A.R.B is their piggy bank, man. C.A.R.B is the Democrats' piggy bank here in California, right? Gavin Newsom gets a kickback from C.A.R.B. You know. Any Democrat in California gets a kickback from C.A.R.B when they collect fines from what you did to your car. You know, you could do an engine swap as long as you get the same kind of engine that was. You could do an engine swap. Make sure you get the same kind of engine that you replaced the old one with. You cannot be anything new. It has to be stock. Go fuck it. I mean. Here's my question, folks. If you're driving an old ass car, say like a 71 Plymouth Satellite station wagon, you replace 440 with the Helfet motor, right? 426 the Helfet motor, and you put it in your 71 Satellite station wagon. Are they going to make you smog it? No. If you're driving a classic muscle car and you put in a brand new crate motor in that car, they're not going to make you smog it. No. Any gearhead will tell you that brake pads do not emit any kind of emissions, you know. That's just bureaucrats and all these dumb fucks because they oil crashes and shit, you know. And they pay people to falsify reports and bring in out the results which are false, because any gearhead will tell you these results are fucking false. You know, look, it's because these gas oil companies are trying to make bank on these false reports, these false tests, these false research, all that bullshit, you know. You know, but California was first state to introduce the catalytic converter. And whose idea was that? You know, whose fucking idea was that for a Cadillac converter, man? You know, thing is, you know, I'm a fan of older cars. Always have been, always will. You know, I've always been a big fan of older Hondas, older Datsuns, older Toyotas, you know, all that shit, you know. Older Fords, older Chevys, anything Australian, anything, you know, Japan, you know, and whatnot, you know. I prefer to drive an older Corolla, man, like a 72 Corolla Levin. Better cars, you know. Gas-powered cars don't really put out that much emissions that EVs do. Because if you think about the emission thing, what they're not telling you is that I see a car every once in a while, they'll say 0 emissions. EVs put out more emissions because of the lithium batteries, right? Lithium batteries are straight up bullshit. Okay, lithium. They found a lithium mine in Afghanistan worth over $1 trillion. You know, BlackRock and Vanguard both own a company together that is trying to get mining rights in North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina, and mining for lithium and cobalt. And lithium is what you have in your batteries, you know, little batteries, you know, Duracell and the Desert batteries, you know, lithium powered, lithium ion powered batteries, you know. And just actually just really makes no sense that, you know, you're trying to say, well, if you're driving a gas powered car, your car's gonna put out more emissions than EV. No, EVs put out more emissions. That's a fact because of the batteries. You know, the batteries you have in your EV vehicles. You know, and this is fact because if you look at the GMC Hummer EV, that thing is over 6,000 pounds, man. 1,000 horsepower because of the high voltage. Now the batteries in the Hummer EV is fucking massive, man. Fucking massive, man. You know, you look at the Ford Lightning. It's an EV. Do you think any hardcore Ford F-150 guy who owns a second and first gen Lightning will ever drive an EV Lightning? No, because it's not a true Lightning, man. It's just a goddamn EV pickup, dude. You know, no motor in it, man. You know, the reason nobody, I mean, they'll drive one if they're commuting locally, but anything else like a cross-country drive, oh fuck that. They're gonna drive that regular gas-powered car because they know they can go further than any EV ever, man. You know. And this whole CARB shit. I've seen a couple of videos that I've seen more than one occasion where there's a guy who owns a Toyota FRS, not straight piped, but it's stock. It's stock. And one of the car that I like personally is the Nissan 350Z and 370Z. You know, personally, I like the car, man. I want one. To be honest, you know, and but I'm more of a old school Z car, so I'll probably go with the 240Z. You know, but the 250Z, you could drop a 350 Chevy motor in that thing with a catback exhaust. I mean, the thing is, I'll get this. You can't do it. You cannot drive a car that has an engine swap, right? They want your car to be stock, right? Here's my question. What if I'm driving a 58 Jag, right? A 58 Jag Mark 1, and I decide to put in a, say, Ford V8 in it with a four-speed automatic, crate rear end, Brembo brakes, right? A carbon fiber drivetrain. Drive shaft. Would I be forced to? I mean, now there is a car from '85, a 40-year-old car being state repped, right? Why are you state repping an '85? Was it a Toyota? Toyota, you know? Like, fuck, dude, you know. When it's in the straight rep, it's an 85. Don't matter. To every single officer and deputy in this country, fuck you. You motherfuckers are nothing more than a bunch of fucking power tripping, control freaking, egocentric, cock-sucking motherfuckers that generate revenue for the city, the state. That's what you are. The reason we're getting this far with C.A.R.B and EPA, because both have really overreached had an overreach of what you can do with your vehicle, you know, which is bullshit. You know, it is bullshit, straight up fucking bullshit. Because if you want to put on a catback exhaust, say from Flowmaster or Edelbrock, it's 50 state legal, right? 50 state legal. So if you're able to, say, smog your 95 Silverado with instead of Flowmaster exhaust and shit, as long as it passes, it shouldn't matter what exhaust you use. Single catback, dual catback, you know, single exhaust, dual exhaust, it shouldn't matter as long as you have your catalytic converter on your vehicle and able to smog it, you know, and you know, that's how it is, man. That's how it is. Because the thing is, now there are 14 states that's following California. Okay. Now the thing is, if you really want to understand, look at your state emission laws, right? Okay. Now, Norway, Sweden has theirs, and Sweden, Norway. They also have the same kind of laws in those two countries too. I bought a watch on Temu here a while back. I just got them today. I've got two of them, and the one I'm wearing is the one I got. It's a rugged watch, smart watch, and this one I got for my son. It's a QTLLB. It's a QTLLBT smartwatch. It's made by Kinatel. Charge time is 3 hours. Frequency range is 240 2.0-2480.1. Model number is 8HT26. Battery capacity is 600 amp. Haotan Chui Innovation Technology, Shenzhen. Yonghui National Business Building, Nanchang Community, Zhejiang Street, Bayan District, Shenzhen, China. This device complies with Part 15 of the FCC rule. Operation is subjected to the following two conditions. The device may not cause harmful interference, and the device must accept interference received, including interfacing that may cause undesired operations. Now, what's pretty cool about it is it has the light. The light on the side here, man. Light. And this one I got for my son. It's a rugged watch. It's a rugged smart watch. And it's one of two things. It's one of two things I got for my boy. And it's actually pretty cool. So I mean, it's like really, it's very rugged. It's a rugged smartwatch. The one I had, I liked it. It was pretty good. It recorded it, everything, and it checked my blood pressure. It checked. That's why I liked it. You know. But what really bugged me about the whole C.A.R.B issue is that there are cars out there, even in other countries where it can follow emission specs, and to drive it here in California, you need to modify it to where it can handle, or it complies with California's emission bullshit law, And I just think that it's really just fucked up, dude. Just really fucked up. And but President Trump signed into the law, basically killing C.A.R.B, C.A.R.B, California Air Resource Board. A lot of people got laid off from EPA and C.A.R.B. And here's something: Gavin Newsom is coming up with a misinformation board, or some kind of misinformation thing. And it's fucking. Honestly, it's really, really fucking laughable. Like, dude, you suck as governor as you did with mayor. Gavin Newsom sucked as mayor of San Francisco, sucked at lieutenant governor, and sucked at governor of California. Mayor, LG, governor. LG stands for lieutenant governor. The reason he ran is because PG&E endorsed the guy for the last 25, almost 25 years, almost 30 years. And they paid his wife's little program that she had 20 years ago. And, basically, Gavin Newsom made money off of PG&E. PG&E has Newsom in their pocket because they need him to protect them, because they know that the last fires we had a few years ago, back to back, caused over nearly $100 million worth of damage and shit. And because of faulty equipment that they could gone over and to replace it, but no, PG&E's lazy. There's parts that was used over 100 years ago, never been changed. Because they refuse to change the part, man. Because there's no money in it. There's money in it if you want to protect some people and shit, man. Fuck, dude, this shit. Back-to-back fires, 2 fires in 3 years. What the fuck, dude? Shit. That fire we had up north, man. Fuck, dude. Fuck. It just really, I love California. I don't want to move from here. But we got some issues with some fucking Democrats that need to be replaced. I'm saying Maxine Waters. I'm saying Adam Schiff. I'm saying Nancy Pelosi, Ted Lieu. Those motherfuckers need to be out of here, out of politics for good, man. those motherfuckers need to go. They need to go bad. I mean, like, leave. Don't come back. Retire and stay fucking retired. Especially Pelosi and Maxine Waters. Those two aging cunts need to retire now. I'm saying badly, man. I do. Maxine Waters has really lied to the people of LA, man. Completely lied to their face for the last 40 years, man. What the fuck? Shit. This fucking cunt lives in Beverly Hills in a house that she paid $14 million for, man. $14 million, dude. She gives her dumbass daughter $600,000 a year. $600,000 a year. Yeah. Fucking stupid, dude, you know. Really fucking stupid. Yeah. Got a missed call. Okay, who was it? Finally got my phone back again. This is my Google Pixel 6a. Got the screen replaced, and a case for it. Now, I don't know if New Hampshire has the same kind of laws for emissions as they do here in California. I know there's was it 12 to 14 other states that's following California. Because a friend of mine, she has a 2017 Ford F-150. Not too bad though. I mean, nice truck. You know? Beautiful truck. Beautiful truck. And a buddy of mine who lives in Tennessee, he owns a Chevy Impala. Chevy Impala. Not the 90s one, but it's like a mid to late 2010s. I think like a early 2010s, late 2000s Capri or Impala. I don't know if Tennessee's a blue state. I don't know because I know that Illinois is a blue state. I know that New York. I know there's a few states in the Northeast that are blue states and following California's emission bullshit law. You know, I think there's a lot of questions. You know, there's but President Trump signed into law that would make C.A.R.B completely useless because C.A.R.B gets about 1.8 billion from California every year. They're no longer getting federal funding no more. They took care of that, but C.A.R.B will still get about 1.8 billion every year from California. don't know. Yeah. No, I think it's really so many questions out there. It's like, why would, like, because California is the first of almost everything. Catalytic converter. Blue states followed. You know, just that, just really fucked up, man. You know, if you think about it, you know. California Dems are fucked. They're fucked. They know their biggest piggy bank is about to become dissolved. You know, I was a Democrat for 4 years in the 90s. I registered to vote in 95. And I was a Democrat from 95 to about 2000, 2001. Then I registered as a Republican. I voted for Bush. Like a dumbass. I know. But 04 is when I decided to change. I've had enough of the two-party system. 2004, I registered as an independent. And at the time, I did not know if I was a conservative. I did not know if I was a liberal. I did not know if I was a moderate or a progressive. I did not know. Over time, I started to realize all the views I've had were straight up conservative. Conservative views as an independent, now a libertarian. It took me time to know what a conservative is and what a liberal is and all. I wanted to be a conservative that relied on the knowledge of, you know, being a libertarian, you know, way. My views are not bad. It's just that it's more of a thoughtful thinking. You know? Think, not a thought scaring of people. You know, my way of thinking does scare people. My way of thinking, my way of seeing things has got me banned, got me suspended, or shit like on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok, and you know, my way of thinking, my way of speaking, my way of seeing things. It can scare people. It can terrify people, you know, and it does. It can, you know. But I'm the kind of person that sits dead center. Okay, dead center. That would see from both. That would want to see from both sides without choosing a side. I'm kind of like a tennis referee kind of person that's seeing a Democrat and Republican playing tennis. I'm sitting there observing, open mind. That's how I am. I'm like a tennis referee here. Tennis, whatever. But I'm more of a sit on my ass, kind of observing, you know. But I will never choose a side. I will always stay, you know, center. And I know that it does piss off some people. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Am I a centrist? No. Am I a left-winger? No. Am I a far left-winger? No. Am I a right-winger? No. Am I a far right-winger? No. Neither. I am dead center. I observe. I listen. I pay attention. But I will not choose a side. I am one man, one sarcastic Gen X man. I will not choose a fucking side. I am one man, one Gen X sarcastic man. I will not change who I am. And if I make it, if you're offended by it, if you're offended by what I am, who I am, fuck you. I don't care about your damn feelings. So, my shit, my way of thinking, seeing, observing is set in stone for life, man. You know, I don't care about anybody's feelings on that part. You know, pertaining to this bullshit, you know. And I know I'm going to get some comments that probably be angry at me for having a different way of thinking, different way of saying things, different way of thinking, seeing things, and saying things, you know. But deep down in my heart, I am true to myself. I'm true to myself because I need to be true to myself. I want to be true to myself. I have to be true to myself. You know, in my heart, but in my mind, I know I am. You know, I am 49 years old. I'm a Gen Xer, and I do not give a flying two shit fuck on anybody who's offended by what I'm saying. By my way of thinking, by my way of seeing the world, by me saying things that makes sense pretty much 85% of the time. No. But I don't bluff, I don't bullshit. I don't fuck around. I don't trust Democrats or Republicans at all. It is a two-party dictatorship running D.C. No more, no less. Big time, big time, no bullshit. No bullshit. Not one ounce of bullshit, you know. Well, there is bullshit, you know, and we see it. We hear it. We smell it. It's bad. It's bad. Alright, folks, my name is Reverend Ordo, spelled RevanordO, and this has been the Anonymous Mando'Ade Network. And if you're new to this channel, subscribe, comment below. Always live healthy, happy, and wise. And I mean wise as in being seriously wise. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out. Godspeed.